I put off this video for a while, not because of fear, but because I wanted to have the most eloquent words to say how I felt about this topic. So here goes. So here goes. It is truly my belief of our people and my love for our people why I'm sharing this content, why I share this my content on this platform anyway, because there is an option. There are so many options for us. And while I don't believe that every African American should come to Africa, I do believe that African Americans need Africa. They need Africa over government, over celebrity. And in this video, I want to tell you why that is my thought and those are my beliefs. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ashley. On my channel, Ashley in Africa, I talk about my experience moving, living, and doing business here on the continent of Africa. I am a divine feminine, I am a mother, and I am an entrepreneur who loves business and who loves her people and who studies economic trends, global finance, global trade. And, you know, I don't share a lot of content on this channel about my economic research because it's a lot, it's heavy. And I find that those that are willing to share the truth about this state of our global economy don't look like me. And they have a level of protection that exists within infrastructure that has always protected them. And so I reserve my opinions often of hopes that our people will continue to seek the information. And I understand that not all of us are doing that. We're wrapped up in, you know, politics. We're wrapped up in the emotions associated with politics. We're wrapped up in celebrity culture. And quite frankly, we need to get the hell on from it, okay? Like, I don't curse on this channel. I don't. And I like to be able to communicate my position without cursing. I am severely passionate about this. It is why I moved my family to the continent. It is why I decided to start over here on the continent, because it is my belief and my position that as African Americans, we need Africa. And in this video, I want to talk about it. So the first thing and the first reason why I believe as African Americans, we need Africa is because we need to heal. We have a systemic trauma that has been passed on in our DNA for centuries. And while many of us, or some of us, a handful of us, have been able to overcome that, the reality is it is nearly impossible to be able to heal in the same environment that is committed to your destruction and pain and abuse. And so that is America at its core for Black Americans, African Americans, the removed children of the African continent that have been displaced all over the world. And all over the world, Black people have been oppressed, right? This is the case, but it has been done so in a way that has inhabilitated our minds to think beyond our circumstance, because we are constantly reminded of this history of trauma, of the origin of ourselves within the lands where we are today, not from the lands where we've come from. And so there has been a specific disconnect of who we are as people before the trauma, before the abuse. And being removed from these environments is the only way that we can heal, that we can be reminded of who we are, or else we continue to be breadcrumbed as a people in taking the little bit that they decide to give us when they give it to us. We're constantly holding on as Black Americans in America to the next politician or the next political season or what the next president or the next governor or the next mayor is gonna do for our people. And we need Africa. We need to remove ourselves from these environments so that we can reconnect to who we truly are, to have the self-awareness, to be able to collaborate in community and in unity to grow. There is no more time for the next politician, the next governor. What we need is Africa, a place for us to be able to be reminded of who we truly are and heal that trauma once and for all. The next thing is, the culture and the systems are not meant for us to thrive. They're not meant for our families to grow, our relationships to grow. Our children and our men are under attack and have been for centuries. So culture is subconscious. It's not even something that we know is existing. In fact, Black people in America, quite frankly, we're the worst of them all, celebrating the culture that is committed to our destruction. We go hard for our culture, for the way in which we shift and transform to the standards of beauty that are put in front of us to consume. We go hard for the culture of hip hop that continues to inflict poison into our communities, telling our men to be intoxicated, to be drugged, to have multiple women, to choose wealth over family, to choose money and things over abundance and love. The culture and the systems are not meant for our highest good. And until we can remove ourselves from that and reconnect to the cultures that are our original culture, we're going to continue to struggle in a system that is not created for us. The next thing is celebrity culture has convinced us to stay consumers. We are so obsessed with sharing the lifestyle of our favorite celebrity that we're missing out on sharing our own stories to connect to a greater self-awareness of how we can contribute to the growth of our people, how we can contribute to the education and the awareness and the healing of our own people. Our celebrities are not talking about healing. They are not and not all of them, because there are some that I do connect with that are doing the best that they can with what they have. And they're trying to open our eyes to the opportunity and the promise of self-reflection. But then they gonna come back and hit you with some, hit you with a bop so that you can get fly and go out and continue to be in this consumer pattern on Instagram and TikTok to keep the bigger powers that be profitable. They've got contracts. Our celebrities have endorsements that they're selling us every day. And if we're not smart, we'll continue to stay consumers in the cycle that is employing them to do that. The next thing is, let's talk about the solutions because we talk about this all the time. We talk about the structural racism, oppression, and everything that's that. But here are the solutions that I have to offer. Number one, prepare. Start leveraging the systems that we're in, right? So that's what I did. Leverage the systems. Get access to funding, get access to loans, get access to credit, get access to capital. Get access to the programs that are going to support you in your transition. Get access to your passport so that you can become a global citizen, so that you can be removed from the society to have a broader perspective of what is available to you. Number one, prepare. Number two, leave. Leave that environment. So get your passport so that you can leave, even if it's not Africa. Get out of the environment that has conditioned you to be a consumer of the society that is committed to your destruction. Get out of the environment for an extensive period of time. This is not going to Cabo and going to an all-inclusive resort so that you can live that same consumer lifestyle. This is going on a healing retreat, going to experience a spiritual retreat or a spiritual connection to to a religion or a spiritual practice that is going to support the inward expansion of self, the time spent with nature. Get out of that environment for an extended period of time. Honestly, I don't feel like anything less than 10 days is going to shift your perspective. And the next thing is begin healing in that exiting of the environment through self-reflection, therapy, spiritual work, and learning the history of yourself and your origin and your original people. Learning, being a committed, constant learner is a part of the mental reconditioning and unlearning that you have to do as a group of people that has been so systemically ingrained in a culture that is not ours. We have been psychologically conditioned in so many ways that the healing is what has to happen for us to make our journey outside of it. So those are my solutions. And, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm committed to solutions. I'm committed to our people. I'm committed to the growth of this continent. And while I recognize that there are many cultures here doing it, this is me being committed to my people and my children and wanting to see Black people thrive, melanated people, African people receive what is rightfully ours and the abundance that is rightfully ours. So let me know how you feel about this content in the comments. Like it if you found value in it, and share it with someone that you think would find value in it as well. Connect with me if you have an interest in moving yourself and your family to the continent or expanding your business here. There's so much opportunity to thrive here on the continent as a family first, as a people second, and as a business and an entrepreneur third. So I'd love to work with you. I'd love to support you in your journey. Until the next video, I'll see you soon.